What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another Thursday night with Tech King Mike. Hope you all are doing well this evening. Hope everyone is having a good week so far. It's Friday Junior, so you guys already know how we have to start our weekend. We have to start our weekend and our Friday off with the most chill, laid back, off the cut. No script, no article, no nothing. Just live stream where we just kind of just vibing and chilling tonight. I do have a couple things I want to talk about tonight. For one, ignore the bed behind me. This is actually my couch pulled out. I did make it up before the stream. Currently, my house is a mess, and I'm just gonna be honest. If you work a full-time job, you have children, and you guys understand where I'm coming from with this, I don't really care. Like, I kind of don't care. I didn't feel like trying to straighten it up before the stream tonight. So I hope you guys enjoy the quilt back there. Before I continue any further, let me go ahead and do a quick roll call real quick. Let's get into the comment section. My man Jason C is in the building. He said, "What's good, Mike and stream? Always great to see you streaming. Good to see you, Jason. Thank you for being here, sir." Photo D is in the house. What's up with your family? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Hey, holla at your boy is in the building. He said, "I was so close to choosing this beat as my background music." You know why I chose it, LaShawn? Because there's a part in the song, like, let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm going to play it for you guys. I think this is it right here. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Let me cut it down a little bit. There's a part in here that reminds me of an old Webby song. The part where they hit that, like, let me see if I can find it. That part right there reminds me of that old Webby song. Girl, give me that. I don't know if you remember that song, LaShawn, but like it makes me think about that song when I hear it. So that's why I started using it, because I was like, hey, I fuck with it. Eric Drummond said, "Let me touch this on the TV while I finish editing this video. How are y'all doing tonight? How are you doing, Mike?" Eric, I'm doing well. What exactly are you touching on the TV, sir? Eric, sir. Johan in the building. What's up with you? Hello, Miss Hawks TV. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Bradley Larcher, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? Hey, let's see. He said I'm editing in the background. Hey, that's what's up. That is what's up. Let's see. Everybody talking amongst themselves. Barry Johnson is in the building, coming through, speaking to everybody and everybody in the mix. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Man, cooking dinner. Hey, man, that's all good, Brian. I appreciate you being here, man. Mr. Mario, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, girl. Give me that. Hey, my boy. He know exactly what I'm talking about. That used to be my song when I was in high school, boy. That was my shit. I meant to put throw. I'm trying to type and type at the same time. I understand, Eric. And you know I'm just messing with you. It's all love, man. Oh man. So, man, folks, we got, like I said, it ain't a lot to talk about tonight, but I got some stuff to talk about tonight. First and foremost, shout out to the Farmer's Tan. Shout out to the Farmer's Tan and shout out to the job doing this to me. So yeah. Yeah. It's amazing how when I get off of work, I take off my work shirt and then I really be like, good God, boy, the sun is beating me to death, boy. This is insane seeing it on camera. Also, shout out to Tequilas. I wish I had the Ciova button machine right now with like the reverb effect. Like, shout out to Tequilas for the food poisoning that they gave me and my family, because both of us had food poisoning. Both of us went down with it, and your boy went to the doctor Friday morning, weighed into the doctor at 248 with clothes on, and I'm now down to 233 after the weekend. So shout out to Tequilas. They not only kickstarted my diet, but they had me losing my mind for a little bit. Shay, Queen of Steeler Nation Kennedy, good evening. How are you doing, madam? How are you doing? Yeah, Johan, it's crazy, man. I would show y'all the feet, but I don't feel like hearing those Tech Feet Mike jokes, so I ain't even gonna mess with that. But let's kind of go on ahead and get right into the topic of the evening. This might not be too long of a stream tonight. I just really want to touch base on some stuff that I've been seeing going on in the tech community right now. And the biggest thing that I'm seeing is a lot of conversation about burnout. Is tech dead? Tech YouTube dead? Is tech boring now? I saw a community post today from Travis MCP, and it truly like made me think a little bit, because I love Travis's channel, and got nothing but mad love and respect for Travis. Travis has been one of those people that has always been very supportive of my endeavors, especially the tech fights. He's also been just very supportive in general. So, if you haven't seen the community post or his Twitter, I highly encourage you to go check it out. It's very heartfelt, but it's very honest and transparent. And I'm always a fan and salute of anyone who is being just transparent with, not only their subscribers and their viewers, but people in general. It's just they don't have enough of that, in my opinion. There's not enough transparency when it comes to, like, things of that nature. Raymond Williams is in the building. Yeah, it ain't no joke, bro. And it's the second time this year I've had it, bro. That's the wild part. Like, it's the second time this year that I've had to deal with it, man. First time I had it was Super Bowl weekend. Me and my dad caught it from the naval station down here. And then now, second time. So, I mean, but it is what it is in a way. I feel like everything works out for a reason, Raymond, because I already knew I needed to lose some weight. Just talking about transparency. My doctor's appointment, I kind of found out that my cholesterol is really high for me to only be 33 years old. So I knew I needed to lose some weight. I just kind of looked at it as like, hey, this was kind of like a purge, like it needed to happen in a way. Hate the way it did, but in the end, I'm gonna be better for it. So I'm trying to take everything in stride and just always look at the glass half full and not half empty. Hey, T. Dot Holla, what's up with you, brother? Duval is in the building. What up, man? Good to see you, T. Dot Holla. So yeah, man. Like, I kind of want to weigh in on this whole stagnation in tech right now and what's going on. And personally, I don't think that tech has gotten boring. I don't think that tech is in a rut or is stale. I think what's happening is, we are all getting to a point where the type of coverage that we're seeing in tech is becoming, I don't want to say the coverage is becoming stale, but I do a American legend. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Thank you. Kenny Man. Trent's Tech is in the building. Purged of 22. Also, shout out to the Ultra Bro. I see you, my white power Ultra Bro, back in the building. Catch your tech news here with your boy Tech. I appreciate your American legend. So, like I said, I don't think that tech has gotten to the point where like it is as bad as it is being made out to be. I do think though that creativity can be stifled, and I think that creativity is suffering right now because of YouTube. And what I mean by that is you have to kind of be able to look at YouTube from two different perspectives, right? The first one is if you're doing YouTube hardcore because it's like a pure income for you, right? Then I completely understand people like Travis MCP who are having the frustrations that they're having. That's completely understandable. But if you're someone who treats YouTube as a complete side, just whatever, then it's not an issue for you. I think the thing that is affecting folks is that there's just a lot going on in the world and in life right now. And I know me personally, like you guys can look at the channel. I haven't uploaded a video to the channel since March, since I want to say like the end of March, possibly something of that nature. Sorry, phone going off. I don't know. It's been at least 2 months since the last time I uploaded a video, and I gotta be completely honest. I haven't thought about uploading a video. Like I haven't thought about recording. I don't even have a camera. Like I legit, I purged everything I had except for my MacBook, my mic, my webcam, monitor. I have the basics, but I don't even have a camera anymore because for one, I know that I can get by just fine with this. I can get by just fine with this. Hell, if I really wanted to, I can get by with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can get by with what I've got if I really want to record something, edit it, and upload it. And I don't even need the MacBook to do that. I can do that on these devices. Like, that's just the thing. But I kind of feel like, I don't know, like, it's for me personally, it's obvious, a lot of people know, like, yeah, man, you got a baby and stuff like that. That's understandable, but it's kind of like I see what Trent said. I'm gonna put Trent's comment up because I think he kind of echoes what I'm getting at in my mind, which is American Legend says you have to either chase the algorithm or just do your own thing. If you're doing it for income, then you're likely not going to be very happy and fulfilled, sadly. And that's very true. And shout out to the people who are just doing it just because it's their thing. And I'm not mad at that at all. Like, that's kind of how it is for me. Like, YouTube is one of those things where, like, if my channel was demonetized today, I won't lose any sleep over it. And that's just simply because I wasn't making enough money off of it to miss that money. And I hope, like, I don't want to sound like it's, like I'm making bukus of money, but you can't miss nothing you ain't never have. And I have not consistently been paid by YouTube every month since I've been monetized. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. But it's more so just something that I think a lot of people struggle with. Like, it's hard out here for creatives because so many people on the platform are creative and mad talented. That's very true. It's also just, it's difficult sometimes to keep up with what everybody wants you to do or what everyone thinks you should do. Especially if it's not something that you're personally like into. I know for me personally, I really and truly would love to just take my channel and just turn it into tech fights only. But I'm still trying to find that balance between working a full-time job, 50 hours a week. You guys can tell, like I said, you guys can tell, literally, literally working a full-time job, raising a child, raising a family, enjoying my family and my my wife and everything, and just kind of trying to find that time to coordinate a tech fight, to coordinate getting people for the tech fight, create the questions and things of that nature. And it's not, it's not that there's a lack of motivation. It's just, it's not a priority for me right now, but at some point I would like for that to happen, maybe down the line when my daughter gets a little older, and it's not such a, headache or whatever. But, I don't know. I don't think tech is boring. I don't think YouTube is bad. I think people are just kind of going through it right now. I do hope that maybe, like my boy T said, maybe when new devices start dropping in the fall, things will change. Maybe, if I do think that North American content with YouTube is boring right now. And I think that's just because we literally have the same shit to talk about. Samsung making iterative updates, Apple making iterative updates. Most people that I talk to have no idea what a Vivo phone is. They have no idea what an Oppo phone is. They have no idea what a Xiaomi phone is. But these are phones that are just really and truly incredible devices that I think people would love to see in the United States. Not on my YouTube channel where I'm spending X amount of money to get a hold of one. I'm talking about literally in the United States. Like, I'll go into the AT&T store, and if I have a choice between a Galaxy Z Fold 4 or a Vivo X Fold, but we don't have that, so you're kind of, it's almost like you're stuck with the best of the worst, Anymore I upload when I got something good to cover, and that's about it. I don't care about chasing an algorithm that will love me today and hate me tomorrow. Facts. Genosis is in the building. YouTube is no longer fun for many of the creators. It's good though. It should challenge you to do better, to make better content. And I agree with that. For that comment about what Trent said, I do agree that. I do agree. Hey, El Jefe reviews with the $20 super chat. Speaking of monetization, thank you, sir. Thank you, El Jefe, sir. I appreciate you. I never could invest in YouTube because the way they treat creators and play faves. I do get tired of the same video being made by everyone. Hey, Pat's Tech is in the building. What's up with you, Pat's Tech? I think that's part of the problem too. Too many people start tech channels or whatever, chasing the views and money coming from YouTube. You're supposed to start YouTube as a hobby. Now, I kind of disagree with that, Johan, because I do think that you can start YouTube as a business. If you pay attention to the algorithm, if you play the game the way YouTube wants you to play the game, you can turn this into a profitable, equitable business. So I don't see an issue with people who choose to go about it that way. I think that it's just more people are just struggling to find stuff to talk about, in my opinion. But I don't think that that's 100% the case. Let's see. Damn, bro, with all the responsibilities, you do whatever you want to do, bro. I'm going to be here to support regardless. 50 hours a week, respect to you. Yeah, 50 hours a week is light compared to what most truck drivers do. Most of my students that I train right now are going to go out and deal with probably anywhere from 60 to 70 plus hour work weeks. So yeah, so many people are doing YouTube and think it's easy. That part, Photo D, that part. Darth Vader. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader. If YouTube as a hobby is enjoyable, you won't even think about the views and the money. It's your hobby. You enjoy it regardless. That is very true. That's very true. This happens every year because people chase new products, and when there are no new products, people freak out. This is very true. This is very true. We are tech people, but this niche has a lot of folks who really don't love the tech, but no cameras and may have went to school to make videos. They can make a video about anything and do well. And BG, now that is a fact, because there are times that I can look at a video from somebody, and this is ranges from anywhere from like 100 subscribers to 1 million subscribers, and I can tell you don't really care about what you're talking about. You're just talking about it to talk about it, or you're just recording a video on it to record a video on it. I know you don't care because I can literally look at the video and tell that you don't care. Right? Like, I'm guilty of it myself. Like, I'm guilty of it myself. Not necessarily to say, like, I didn't go to school for it, but I'm guilty of putting videos out that I knew in the back of my head, I didn't want to record that video, but I recorded it anyway, just to say I recorded it. Please remember, Barry, I'm not laughing at the comment. I saw generosity and I'm already laughing. Please remember, Mike, we truly appreciate how generous you are to us with respect to time. We have never seen that much generosity. Barry be killing me with that, man. I gotta watch that video again, Barry. You gotta send me that link because I gotta watch that video again because that video is an all-time favorite classic for me. Apple, Samsung making incremental updates and Google struggling with major updates. I don't want to say I think Google is struggling with major updates. I think Google is getting better, and I really do think that Google is the company that's gonna shake things up. It's just gonna take some time. I think that's what it is. It's going to take some time for Google to truly get their foot in the door the way that I would want to see them in the door. AKA, when someone talks about Android, the first thing out of most people's mouths is Samsung, right? Motorola is the cheap phone. LG or TCL or whatever are the cheap devices from like Metro or something of that nature. But I want to see Google in that same conversation, like Apple and Samsung. Like, yeah, I want me a really good Android flagship. Get a Pixel. When I say that, it's like, oh, you're a member of Team Pixel. Of course you're going to say that. Or, most people don't even know what a Pixel is, or they think it's a Google iPhone. And it's like, no, dude, there's so much more to that phone, man. Hey, TechRite is in the building, man. Hey, thank you, TechRite. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. TechRite is in the building, man. Big time in the house. No, you're supposed to do YouTube based on what you actually like. You're not supposed to chase the money. You do what you love and the money will come. This is very true. Hey, Kia said hi, everyone in the chat. I saw you earlier today, Kia. Man, it was good to see Kia on Wire Wednesday last night, man. Shout out to Kia Too Technical, by the way. Kia is literally, I think, like 16 or 15 subs away from 1,000 subscribers. So definitely go give her channel a shout, man. If anybody here, if anybody here is interested in checking out her channel, go give her a shout and comment a video. Tell her Tech King Mike sent you. I don't know, but just go give her a holler, man. Got to support people in our community. TechRite says, if you ain't making money or helping anyone, you're wasting. The thing is, if you offer value, you get it back. That's just a law set in motion, but we all know why we do it. That's facts. And TechRite, that is why, to me, that's why I still do these live streams. That's why I got back into doing the Thursday night stream, because to me, it's more so the mindset of like, I don't have that desire or that like strong motivation to record a video, but I do enjoy being able to just know that on Thursday afternoon, it's one of the days of the week where I know for a fact my wife has the baby early, so I can come back here and just chill and relax. Because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I pick her up, and my wife doesn't get home until sometimes after 9 o'clock. That's part of the reason why I haven't been on Wired Wednesday in a while, because usually by the time she gets home, I'm on my way to bed. Like, I'm ready to just pass my daughter off, and I'm hitting the bed, because your boy be tired. But at the same time, I look forward to Thursday nights because I feel like this is my time to unwind, and it's my time to kind of like check in and catch up with everybody. Like, yo, how's everybody doing? And I like this stream to stay something that everyone can talk about anything. We can talk about tech. We can talk about mental health. We can talk about what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, I open the floor. It is what it is. But as long as someone As long as someone watches this stream, closes out the stream and says, man, that was dope, I needed that. Or that was dope, I needed that laugh. Even if it's me, I feel like, hey, it was worth it. You know, it was worth me taking the time to do it. It was worth it. Galen's Gadgets is in the building. What's up, bro? Nice to see you live. Hey, thank you, Galen. Need you to come back to doing your live streams on Tuesday, sir. You can choose to start for any reason you want, but it's smart to set a goal for your channel from the start. Whether hobby or pro, this will enable you to create a roadmap to success. Very true, people. And El Jefe Reviews is someone who can definitely give you some good advice on that. Gotta have a roadmap, man. Gotta have a roadmap. People do think it's easy, and it's not at all. Let's see. There's a lot of people out there just chasing the almighty dollar. Almighty dollar. People gonna laugh, brother. Almighty dollar. Contrarian, my brother. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? The U.S. market, in my opinion, needs Google to kick the door down. Facts. Hey, Ghost Dog is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Don't ever give up. Keep your gear. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I used to feel like my gear made me, and then I realized that like my gear doesn't mean anything, and it's just a bunch of expensive stuff sitting on the desk. Now, gear is a good thing to have if you're actively using it, but at the same time, I just don't think that it's something that, you know, is quite necessary all the time. The Ish 9 is in the building. What's up, the Ish 9? What's good? What's good? What's good? She is coming up on a G. Let's go, Kia. Yes, sir. Kia is almost there, folks. She is almost there. I don't blow smoke, guys. I'm brutally honest. The super chat from Kia Too Technical. She said, thank you. You're welcome, Kia. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I just recently started my channel as a hobby, but about things that I enjoy. But I do have a roadmap to hopefully make some income off of it for the future. The hard work that goes into these videos deserves it, and that's a fact. That is a whole fact, bro. That's a whole fact. That's complexly fair. Good evening. Good evening, Scoop. Nothing much, just chilling. Oh, she's talking to me. Okay, everybody's hollering at Scoop. We can talk about the forest outside your window. Yes, this is a forest. No, it's actually not. This is literally just the tree line before another apartment complex on the other side of it. So Von Miller Joyner is in the building. What's up with you? Technically T is in the building. Yo. Let's see. We're here to watch Mike, no doubt about it. Super chat from Photo D. Thank you, sir, for the $4.99 holla. Appreciate that, my good sir. Mike, don't you start with that. Hey, Mims. I ain't gonna lie. Since Sean called you that the first time, I ain't been able to stop saying it in my head. I'm like, contrarian, my brother. Contrarian. Mims, you know what it made me think about, though? You remember that scene from Don't Be a Menace when the dude was in there looking like a Muslim and he was like, swine, my brother? It's like, wait, those two things don't go together. Like, that's what it made me think about when he called you that. Let's see, everybody hollering at Mims. Gear is everything. Gear, like I said, gear is everything if you're using it. That's the biggest thing. Gear is everything if you're using it. If you're not using the gear, it is not worth it. Case in point, the Rodecaster Pro 2. I want the Rodecaster Pro 2, but I don't need it. But at the same time, there does come a certain point where, like, yeah, I want it, so I'm gonna get it. You know, it is what it is. Like, that does happen every now and then. Like, I want a MacBook Pro, 16-inch with 2 terabytes, 64 gigs of RAM. Do I need it? No. Will I ever need it? Probably not. But I still want it. I still want one. Did I need a terabyte Ultra? No. Well, actually, no, I did need a terabyte Ultra because I got like 400 something gigs used, and I did need a terabyte iPhone because I think I'm using like 650 gigabytes on the phone. So I did need terabyte devices. So yeah, I can't. I actually, we're gonna act like that didn't happen. So let's see. Scoop said, I have all the gear. I want it. Bring me that XH2S. Bring me that XH2S. Let's see. Gear is not everything as long as you have the essential tools and you're passionate about what you do. The blessings will come. Eric Drummond. He said this, man. Mims, you know I got to mess with you, bro. Yeah, I got to mess with you, man. I ain't been on the stream with you in a minute, so I got to get you, man. Photo D said, I want that too. Yeah, man. And there's nothing wrong with wanting things, man. I want that joint too with my XT4 is chilling. I want a A7C again. I want an A7C again. Probably will get one in the next year or so, but you know, it is what it is. Mike, you getting the Optimus Prime Lego set tomorrow after I get off work, motherfucker. Yes, sir. That's now. God damn it, Genosis. That's something that we're not gonna even talk about because that is definitely something I'm gonna get. Definitely got to get that. Man, talking about starting channels and stuff, man. If I had an extra room, right? Like we only have a 2-bedroom, but if I had a house with an extra room that I could just dedicate to storage and just put whatever I want inside of that room, I would probably start a new channel about Legos. I freaking love I love it, man. I love putting the shit together and just like taking the time to build it. And I would start a channel about Legos. I'd probably just have a top-down camera and a couple of camera angles set up. And, it wouldn't be no crazy cameras or whatever. It'd just probably be something good enough to get some good images. White table, white background, and literally just me putting the Lego sets together. Like, I don't know, man. This shit just is cool as hell to me, man. It sounds like something that'd be cool as hell. Let's see. Barry still has me wanting the SM7B. Man, I'm telling you, man. Like if I had so Galen, like Barry has you wanting the SM7B. If I had, I'm not even gonna say the money to do so because I could do it. I could save my money and I can make it happen. If I could have my dream setup, 16-inch spec'd out MacBook Pro, two Sony A7Cs, one looking this way, one looking down, maybe even another one looking from this way, just so I can have a couple of angles on y'all, just to stunt on y'all, like Barry say I always do, just to stunt for the hell of it. Why not? 3 A7Cs, a Rodecaster Pro 2 with a Rode Procaster mic. All of that good jazzy stuff. I'd probably have a nice 49-inch widescreen monitor or something fire. I probably would have at least a $15,000 setup. But when I think about that in my head, I can't help but think to myself, and I guess call this growth or maturity or just maybe because I got a baby now, but like, what goes through my head is like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with all that? Like, I don't have a plan for what I'm gonna do with it. So to me, that's where it starts to just kind of fall back to like, okay, let me just, I'm gonna chill with what I got. Until I have the roadmap set out, like El Jefe said, chill with what I got. And shout out to the people like El Jefe, NT, and other people out there right now that have the roadmap and are following it. That damn Technically T about to jump up on 70K. El Jefe is gonna be damn near at 80K. I probably think before the end of June, these guys gonna be at 100K in no time. But they got the roadmap and they following it. So shout out to them. If you have all the gear but no videos, might need to rethink those purchase decisions. This is why I stress that new creators use their phones to start. Don't invest until you know it's for you. Scoop got all the Fujis. Yeah, Lego channel, man. Legos are amazing, man. Legos are amazing. It's just said LOL Legos. I need a second body for involved shot memes, 2 focal lengths. Shout out to Scoop for the wrestling shots, man. I have been loving them wrestling shots that you've been dropping, man. Like, it is, man. El Jefe, I am subscribed to Bender. To Bender Builds Legos. Yes, sir. Mike's channel. I've been subscribed to him for a while now. Because that's one of the reasons why me and Mike bonded the first time we were on a Viper stream. Because it was like, first off, it was like, your name's Mike, my name's Mike. And then it was like, you like Legos? I like Legos. Well, god damn it, sir. What you... it was just like instant. Mike, you set up a T-style drop-down setup and start live streaming Lego building. And I'm there. You and Viper, let's go. That might work with some soothing music on in the background. Oh, he said my daughter would watch that shit all day. Jesus said good evening. Good evening. Lego King Mike. Y'all gotta chill. Let's see. Galen, go ahead and get it. Hey, look at Barry. I have the 2 body shoulder holsters already. All right, you gotta stunt. That'll be cool putting the Lego set together on Twitch as well. Yeah, man, like I swear, like I would love to do that one day. And I might do it because like just like El Jefe has said, and just like other people have said, I don't need much but the iPhone to do a top-down video of me putting it together. And you know what, man? You know what? We might mess around and start a second channel just for the hell of it, just to see what happens. Might call it Lego King Mike. Might actually call it Lego King Mike. So, as they should be. T said, don't ever talk to me about gear. I'm horrible. Yes, go buy that gear. Hey, yeah, T is horrible. T is a horrible person. But as horrible as T is, you got to be able to just say no. Let's see. I'm trying everything to stop the freezing of the stream. Oh man, is it lagging? Is it lagging for anybody? Let me know. Let me know if it's lagging for anybody. I got all the settings on low since I'm using the webcam. Looks like it should be on. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? We are at 1080p. Yeah, so everything should be kind of low right now. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's see. Oh, what did Trent do? Trent, you ain't got nothing else to do with your life, man. Those wrestling shots are fire. Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. My roadmap is the equivalent to me trying to take a road trip to Cali, but taking it so many times of like, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do such and such on this day, and then we're going to do this on this day and break it down, and then do this on da-da-da-da-da, and then we're going to have all of this set up, and then I'm going to have content for like 2 weeks straight. And then 2 weeks go by, and I'll be like, damn, I ain't record nothing. Like, you know, like, I'm sitting at the rest stop just chilling, so I feel you, man. It's like, it be like that sometimes, man. It truly do. But it's also cool to take pride in the small victories, and those small victories are big ones. Like for the fact that Mims just dropped a video recently. Like shout out to Mims for the video he just dropped recently on his experience with the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. You know, that was a dope video to see, and I loved it, man. I gotta do better at commenting. Just listen to a lot of videos, or like I listen to them in the background while I'm doing stuff at home. So I gotta start doing a better job of commenting on videos. Legos are where it's at. I've bought many Lego sets for my son. Man, I like I said, I might. I mean, without fully showing the mess, literally have a whole thing full of Legos back there. So like, you know, you might mess around and do it. Never know. Lego King Mike. It's good for me and the picture is great. Okay, cool. All right. Kenny Man says that he is lagging. Okay. So a few people said I'm good. A few people say I'm lagging. All right. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it's not too bad for everybody. But you know, we'll try to power through it for a little bit longer. We ain't got but about another 20 minutes, and we're going ahead and jump up out of here. YouTube is lagging. It's not Mike's channel. It's mini. Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Thank you for that, El Jefe. All right. So now that's good to know. So yeah, YouTube, get it together. Get it together. American Legend says maybe get a project manager app. So American Legend, I have never thought about doing something like that. I don't know. I might have to check something like that out. Truck driving is one of those things that has kind of trained me to just have a singular focus, and a lot of times that's just get from point A to point B. There's not a lot of multitasking that I do, so maybe that's a part of one of the reasons why I'm always going like, you know, I'll do this and then I end up getting distracted by something else. Let's see, but we'll see. But I do think we might start the Lego King though. We might start Lego King Mike. Hey, Miggs is in the building. What's going on with you, family? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Let's see. Darth Vader says, which OS do you prefer? So currently, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it. I don't really care. If I had to be completely honest, it's iOS right now. And that's just because literally 90% of the conversations that I have between family and close friends is on iMessage. It's through FaceTime. And I have members of my family that I have petitioned to like download this app, download that app to make stuff work. And it's just easier to just be like, yeah, I'll just use this phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just easier. I do keep the Ultra with me though, and I do keep an Android nearby. So I still have the TCL Pro 5G, the 20 Pro 5G. So I like both, but I prefer and I mostly main iOS. If I had to leave the house with just one device, it's most likely going to be an iPhone. So that's just pretty much what it is. But I also I don't treat phones like I used to. I used to treat phones based off of like the shiny and the cool. I mostly treat them now for like what functionality I get out of them. And that's why iOS is pretty much it for me, because I get the most functionality out of it versus workarounds, because I know not everybody considers them a workaround, but telling someone to download an app on a phone versus just using things that are built into the phone is a workaround. But, you know, I'd rather do that instead of having to do workarounds. Let's see. My ADHD is terrible. I'm learning to do project management to help with that. I mean, American Legend, I might give that a shot. Might give that a shot. Notice it a lot in the office today. Okay, cool. I love Legos until my son would leave them on the floor and I would end up stepping on one in the dark. Hey, what's that meme or those like videos where people are talking about like the worst way to punish somebody, and it's like, would you rather walk on like a bed of needles or a floor full of Legos, and people pick the needles? Like walking on Legos is not fun. It's not fun at all. Migs, you probably would have hated me as a child because I actually had a I had a storage bin. It was like this tall and this wide. It was like this wide, of Legos, and it was from different sets over the years that I would build. I'd put the Legos together and build them based off of the instructions, and then I would just take them and just break them down and just dump them in this bin, and then I'd just make my own stuff. Like I was making things back in the day with Legos that probably people thought I was crazy for. Like my fascination with tech started back in middle school with things like I'm gonna do a throwback for you guys on this one. Does anybody remember the Cybico handhelds? Does anybody remember those? I'm gonna type it in the chat here. The Cybico handhelds. I used to make those out of Legos until I got bold and tried to steal one. It's a story for another stream. And then I used to make like the Nokia communicator. Like I had the little hinge Legos, and I had like pieces from the space set that looked like buttons, and I would put them in there and make it so that it did like that. Looked like it literally looked like a Nokia communicator, but it was made out of Legos. My mom and dad used to always be like, oh, he's just net to the third. They always thought it was so funny, but to me, you couldn't tell me that wasn't my phone. Couldn't tell me that wasn't my cell phone back in the day. That's the beauty of scheduling content for release, because you bulk record and then schedule the release. Let's see. That's my son now. He has every Lego set of Mario. Now he mixed it all up and makes his own big ass Mario set. Facts. That's how it is, man. Like when you're younger, that's the way to do it. It's weird. I went from doing that to like now when I buy a set and I put a set together, I'm like, yeah, I built this. You sit over here on this shelf. You look nice. Don't get dusty. Like I treat it a whole lot differently now than back in the day. So, but I guess, that's just a part of growing up. Johan said nope. So if you guys don't remember these, man, like I'm going to type it in here one more time. I encourage you to go check out the Cyberco handhelds. They are and were some of the coolest like pieces of tech that were around in like the early 2000s, especially for like a cheap price for, that generation of like, millennials or whatever, that we weren't quite old enough to have our own phone and to have a two-way pager like in the videos, but we were old enough to like something like that was actually really cool. And looking back on it, was actually probably really functional at the same time as well. Probably something that probably would have been really functional. My daughter used to do that a lot. She'll build it up the first time, then break down and create her own stuff. Actually, Big Mosley, I do remember Connects. I used to have a lot of Connects as well. I was the only child growing up, so I had a lot of like Legos and stuff just to kind of like mess around and just have fun and entertain myself. Especially when we moved to different places. That's another reason why I broke them down all the time, because you can't take a Lego set that has like gentle pieces on it and tell them move or pack it up in a box. You have to break it down because we move. So that's kind of how that worked out. Johan is 17. He barely knows what a PS3 is. Damn, Johan. It ain't that bad, is it? He said, I do remember the sidekick, though. Hey, Johan, I'm gonna confuse you then. I'm gonna confuse you, Johan. I'm gonna see if you remember this. Now, if anybody in the chat knows this device that I just typed in the chat, drop a 1 for me, please. If you know what it is without going to look it up. Drop a 1 for me if you know what that device is. That was the first cell phone that I ever bought with my own money. And I used that phone until it tore itself apart. I'm talking about I literally beat the hell out of that phone. So yeah, check if you know that device, the company that made it. Let me know in the chat. Me and you are friends forever. Jason C says 1. Jason, did you look it up? Jason, don't lie to me, man. Don't lie to me, man. Don't you lie to me. 24, you look mad young, bro. Let's see. I had a Nokia Engage. Oh, did you have the first one? Like the more wider taco wedge Engage? I didn't get that one, man. I wanted to try that one first, but I got the QD from GameStop. GameStop on Watson Boulevard, Warner Robins, Georgia, bro. I'll never forget going in there. I was so excited about that thing, man. I had, I don't think I had every game for it, but I did have like Tony Hawk, Doom. I had a couple of games for it that I would always keep in my wallet at school. So like, whenever we didn't have, whenever we had a substitute or something like that, bruh. I'm talking about being in the back of the classroom, like, love that little phone, man. Love that thing. And that I think like I don't know, I feel like Nokia was one of those companies that back in the day they had a choke, like, well, we all know they had a chokehold on devices, but like, man, that is probably a phone. The Nokia Engage QD is probably one of those devices that I would either a love to see Mr. Mobile do a video on, like on his when phones were fun type of thing, because I love that little series that he's got going on, or maybe even like Juan, love to see him mess with one. I'm sure he might have one in his library of devices. Um, but I may have to find one on eBay just to get one for nostalgia's sake. I don't know. A lot of ones in the chat for that. So hey, yeah, we called it the taco phone. There was another version of it similar. It was like a blue one, and it was in a lot of music videos. I do remember that one as well too. Let's see. Now that I look it up, I know what it is. I saw those around. He said, "Nah, I'm trash." I had to look it up. Hey, Mims, that's cool, bro. That's cool, Mims. Hey, Mims, I think that's probably one of the few times. I'm not even gonna say one of the few because I was about to mess with you, but I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty. Jason C said, "No, I did have to look it up." Nokia made fun devices back in the day. That's facts. That's facts. They did, man. They really did. I had the Sidekick 2 and Engage at the same time. Felt like Batman with those phone pouch cases. Remember those, bruh? We were literally. As just as having a conversation about those little pouch cases last night, and I'll tell you, not the pouch cases, but one of my favorite accessories will always be OtterBox cases. And the reason why is because back in the day when I had the BlackBerry Bold, the first one that AT&T put out that was like in color, and it had the kind of like the two touch capacitive or click buttons at the top along with that keyboard. Man, I remember going into Best Buy and spending that $50 and getting home. I had me some of these little Zeiss wipes right here, very similar. I remember wiping the keyboard down and putting that little plastic cover on the keyboard. You had to wrap it around one side and wrap it around the other side. Then you had to kind of push it into the front part of the polycarbonate, squeeze the back part on, and then put that rubber seal on it, and had that nice holster for it on the side. Bruh, man, you couldn't tell me nothing with my BlackBerry. I'm talking about in the club with the BlackBerry with the shirt behind it and everything. Like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, let me take your information down real quick. I used to love that, man. Let's see. My first phone was the Nokia 3310. I think that was everybody's first phone, Mims. As far as like, did you buy that phone or like, was that your first phone? Because my first phone was one of them Nokia antenna snake phones that my mom bought me. Nokia was ahead of their time with the devices they released back in the day. That's a fact. You know another company that was ahead of their time? That when I was in high school and a few years after, because they made some really cool Android devices as well. Sony Ericsson. Sony Ericsson was really good with their devices. They had some really good flip music phones. A lot of my friends had them, and man, like I really enjoyed that. My first phone was the StarTech. Old ass motherfucker, man. Yo, this Cyberco handheld looks wild. Facts. Hey, Johan, I'm glad you looked it up. It said Curve 8810. Man, I remember being the first one to school with the original Sidekick black and white screen, bro. I was flipping the screen just for the hell of it. This is Tech for Your Needs, and I sure do miss those pouch cases. Hey, man, Tech for Your Needs. You can bring it back. You can bring it back, Lewis. You can bring it back. Only you have the power to do so. Man, I remember when people got the Razor in high school, Migs. And I remember people actually, like, my homeboy had this thing that he used to do with the Razor, where he would literally like pull his phone out, he would slap people with it. Bro, it's the funniest shit to me, man. I can't explain why that shit was always so funny to me, but it was hilarious. Yes, I had the BlackBerry Curve. I'm rocking the same case, Defender Pro for the S22 Ultra, tried and true. I'm currently rocking the Monarch case for mine. This is an expensive case, not even gonna lie. This is an expensive case for this phone, but this is probably the best case that I've had on the S22 Ultra since I bought it. Straight up. I cannot take this case off. The only thing that I need to get for this phone is I need to get some more screen protectors. Probably going to get another pack of Whitestone Dome, or maybe even, I'm thinking about trying the Samsung film screen protector that they sell, but I'm a little anxious on it because for 17 bucks, if it's literally just the same type of film that they used to put on the phone and then they stop, I'm all right. I'd rather just get a tempered glass. But yeah, man, once I get the tempered glass on it, I probably will go to using the Defender because I'm trying to lighten the pockets at work. Your boy, I'm tired of having these big ass phones in my pocket. I'm rocking this. I was about to click the same comment. Them BlackBerry days, man, Mims, boy. My first phone I bought was the BlackBerry Curve. Facts, bro. I think everybody, to a certain extent, went through that BlackBerry phase in our like age group and generation, from like that like 33 to like say 40 something. Like all of us went through that. But my first smartphone was not a BlackBerry. My first smartphone was a Windows mobile device. The Samsung Blackjack was my first smartphone, and I used to love it because I bought the pack and it came with the extended battery, so I could literally have, like, when I was at home, I'd have the thin battery, so I never had to worry about, like, being out of charge because I'm at the crib. But whenever I would leave to go somewhere, I would just swap out the back, put the extended battery in it, put the damn cover over it that it came with. Remember when phones used to come with stuff like this in the box? And I would ride out and I'd have my Blackjack with an all-day battery because of that freaking extended battery that was sold with the phone, man. They said, yo, remember the light up antennas? Yo. Nah, Migs, you remember like when people got to the point where they were taking headphone jacks and like you could see somebody selling like an old phone, like the old phone like you pick up, but you carry it around your neck or something and you put it in the headphone jack of your phone, so when someone called you, you basically was like walking and talking on the phone. Like I don't know, man, like that, it was, we had some wild times back, man. We had some wild times. All those phones have some crazy form factors. Facts, man. Like back in the day, phones were wild back in the day, man. They really were. Nick said, I'm 37. Yes, Sony Ericsson. I had the W800. Oh, let me look that up real quick, Bradley, because I want to know if that's the one that I think it is. W800. Yep, but I think there's a flip version of that one. There's a flip version, but that Walkman phone, man, that Walkman device, they still sell those pouch cases. I ain't buying one. That phase has long and gone for me. I ain't going back down that road. Photo D said I had a beeper. Bro, you was right there with my mom. My mom had the bag phone, the beeper. She had all of that stuff, man. I was just about to say Sony Ericsson. Yep, Sony Ericsson was lit back in the day, man. No, I lied. My first was the Nokia 5310. I got the BlackBerry when I first went to AT&T. Bet. He said I slapped my friends in the streets. Niggas, I'm not surprised, bro. I am not surprised. Let's see, man. He said that UAG looks crazy. And man, listen, this is a crazy case. This is a crazy case. No BS. But it's the camera protection. It's the actual, just like the way the phone feels in the case. Like I genuinely feel like even without a screen protector on, that my phone is fine in this case. Like I have zero concern. The only thing about the S22 Ultra when it comes to like cases and protection that I don't like is I hate that the S Pen can pop out so easily. That's the only thing that I dislike about it. Hate that the S Pen can pop out. Used to sell a clear case for the Razr phones, made a lot of money. Hey, I've never been a fan of UAG designs. Plus, they are insanely expensive. They're expensive, but man, they're worth the money, man. In my opinion, they're worth the money. That's the best case, bro. Facts. My first touchscreen phone was the LG View. Oh man, my buddy had an LG Envy, and I think he used that phone to the hinge, bro. BlackBerry was trash. Oh, stop it, LaShawn. Stop it. See all these people in here, first phones were Blackberries, man. To this day, my favorite phone. I remember when cell phone boxes looked like Jordan shoe boxes, the T-Mobile Wing or Shadow came with everything. Bro, big facts. Hey, talking about T-Mobile, remember the MyTouch and the MyTouch 4G slide? Those were some bang phones. Those were some dope phones. The T-Mobile MyTouch, a.k.a. the HTC MyTouch. Remember the polyphonic ringtones? Pay $1.99 for an NES version of 50 Cent in the Club. Hey, hey, when you really think about tech today, in a way, it can be looked at as like it's a little boring compared to what it used to be. Because man, when you think about that, like Migs really just took me back because man, like when you really think about the fact that at one point we were downloading ringtones off of websites or paying $1.99 for a ringtone just for it to literally just be like you know, that's all it was. But we paid $2 for that. And when it went off and somebody was like, yo, is that in the club? Ah, you know, like everybody was lit off of that, man. We were all lit off of that. James Herrera, what's up with you, man? Good to see you, James. Good to see you. I don't remember what my first smartphone was. I used to buy all the random name cheap prepaid phones, but I had a Galaxy S3 and iPhone 4 as my first major smartphones. Yeah, I didn't get my first iPhone until the iPhone 4S. That's when I got my first iPhone. Finally, my Note 20 Ultra is paid off. Back to the iPhone I go. What's making you go back to iPhone? Just kind of over Note or just kind of want to try something different? Hey, DCJ Reviews is in the building. Went from brick-shaped phones to flat slabs to flip with duo screen, back to flat slabs with larger screens, and now back to foldables with larger screens. Okay, so what's next? Anyone? Sideways phones again. Sideways taco phones. Bro, I sold so many of those My Touches in G1 when I worked for T-Mobile. Man, the G1 was lit. I don't care what anybody say. The G1 was lit. The G1 was lit. My daughter's first smartphone was a BlackBerry. She was in middle school flexing on people. Hey, bro, that's what's up. Wait a minute. Hawk said my daughter's first smartphone was a BlackBerry. She was in... Hawks, you had a daughter in middle school? I don't know why I thought she was younger than... Oh. My daddy said and my mama said, you'll never ask a woman her age. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say, Hawks, black don't crack. God damn it, black don't crack. That's all I'm going to say because I am genuinely pleasantly shocked because black don't crack. Black don't crack. Let's see. Hell yeah, it sounded just like that. That's literally all it sounded like. Let me click on this here so I can go ahead and grab the link here because I'm going to post this in the chat for everybody. Let me catch up here on chat here. All right, we got that link saved. Let's see. TJ is in the building. What up with you, TJ? What's good? What's good? You know, man, you remember ringback tones? Remember when you used to pay to have ringback tones just for certain people when they called your phone? Man, we lived in wild times, boy. I think I had like a $10 charge on my Verizon bill just because I had... No, be quiet. Ain't gonna reminisce on the old days. I remember when them ringtones, I remember when they came out with actual music tones that was so freaking dope. Nah, I'll do you one better, Dom. I had a Nokia flip phone that had video ringtones. I went to McDonald's in 2008. Pulled up to work one day. Had the Nokia color flip phone. Can't remember the code, the number code sequence for it, but it was a Nokia flip phone, and I had the Young Jeezy Trap Star video ringtone. So whenever somebody called my phone, the number popped up and the caller ID, but behind it was Jeezy. You know, I'm a TRAPS, like just like the video that was on TV. And I remember everybody at my job was like, yo, is that a video ringtone? And I was like, yeah, it's a video ringtone. Your phone don't do it. You broke my, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. That shit used to be so cool. My first smartphone was the LG Revolution. I'll say it for you. Trash. Man, Migs, I was trying to remember the name of that joint for a while. Migs, right? All right, so I ain't the only one. I bet that's what's up. I believe my first smartphone was the Palm Central after the Nextel Chirp phones. And I remember them Chirp phones, bro. I remember I was like, ain't no way I'm paying $300 for a phone. Now I got a 14. 22 Ultra. Hey man, hey look, we all there with you, bro. We all there with you. Oh man, wanting to go back to iPhone because simple apps, all updated systems connects to all my MacBook Pro. That makes sense. Said thanks for the compliment. You're welcome, Hawks. You're welcome. She mentioned her age once, but I'm not repeating it. Yeah, Kenny Man, don't do it. I wasn't on that stream. But it ain't to be put in the chat. Like I said, black don't crack, and I'm okay with that. Bars. Let's see. I had the video ringtones on my Nokia N95. Bruh, them video ringtones used to be so hard, bro. Oh, I got Boston in 6, so it'll be. I got Boston in 6. Boston in 6. I got $5. Who want it? Boston in 6. Boston in 6 tonight. All right, Boston in 6 starting tonight. I used to get ringtones from a guy that had a cell phone store for $2. Hey, my first. Hey, did I see Tech Level Mama? I did. Hi, Tech Level Mama. How you doing, TLM? Good to see you. Good to see you. Warriors. Razor phone. Y'all remember them? Yeah, I remember the Razor phone. I remember. Oh, stop it, Migs. I remember. What's it called? The Droid was my first Android phone. Man, when that phone released, I ran. I'm talking about I parked my car and I ran into Best Buy to buy that phone because I wanted to try that phone so bad. I remember the Droid, Motorola Droid was one of my favorites. I used to use an app called VRingo to make video ringtones. Download a video from YouTube and use them for video ringtones. Bruh, hey man, when you really think about what we did back in the day to make ringtones and just make our phones ours, it was crazy, bruh. I had Nokia, then an iPhone 3G, 3GS, 4, 5, 6, then a Huawei Mate 20 Pro, S20 Ultra, then S22, and then 13 Pro Max. Man, yeah, I'm not even going to sit up here and try to count how many devices I've had, Jamie. Also, thank you for being here for the stream tonight. All right, folks. Well, just like that, we have come to the wrap of this stream. I just posted a link in the chat, everybody. That is the link for my boy Ike. Ike's Tech Talks weekly live stream will be going live here in about 2 minutes. So make sure you guys go over and check him out. Use that link below in the chat. Also, thank you guys for being here, hanging out, rocking with me as well this evening. As always, man. Always love the good conversation and the good energy, man, with the chat. So we are going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll catch you guys next week. They say I had that phone in the Ray J video, One Wish. Oh, chill out. If I had one wish. I used to make ringtones after that. No more buying ringtones. That's why I was, Hawks. Once I figured out how to make my own ringtones, I left it alone. But all right, man, we're going to go ahead and close this thing on out. Ike is about to stream here shortly, so make sure you guys head over to his channel and check him out Thursday night. Ike streams right after me. But appreciate you guys for being here. As always, man, for those of y'all that came in a little bit late, hope you enjoyed the replay. And yeah, we'll go ahead and knock this thing and take care. I'll see y'all on the next one. And have a good weekend, as always, man. And I'll catch y'all later.